Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a really awesome product from Tactical Geek. This is something that launched recently on Kickstarter, and this is their EXT 17. It is an EDC card holder, but it has a lot of really cool features that set it aside from just being a card holder. Now, the one you see here in front of you is in a camouflage Cordura fabric. Really nice, very eye-catching. I really like the camouflage look to it. But if you don't, it is actually available in a black Cordura fabric, so all black, but also available in a black X-Pack fabric. Now, if you guys don't know about Tactical Geek, they are doing some really awesome things with X-Pack. A lot of their pouches and backpacks and slings and stuff like that, they do in an X-Pack fabric. And let me tell you, they do really awesome things with X-Pack. So if that's your game, then it is also available in that. Now, they just launched their Kickstarter for this EXT 17. So if you guys are interested, I will leave the Kickstarter link below. You guys can check out some more information on it and maybe get in on the Kickstarter and get one for yourself at a reduced price. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the different features of the EXT 17 here. Now, this is going to have some magnetic properties to it, and that's going to allow you to actually use it more than just an EDC card holder. It's going to allow you to use it for a couple different things as well. But before we get to looking at that, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the card holder itself. So you do have some branding right here. It does say Tactical Geek right there. It's a little tab, which is really nice. Again, this one being in that camouflage pattern. The stitching on this is top notch. Everything is nice and stitched. You're not going to have to worry about it coming undone or anything like that. You do have some box stitching in this nylon strap that comes all the way around. You do have a little bit of branding here that says RFID blocker, and that is because the card holder here will be able to block any RFID access, or if anybody tries to steal your information via RFID. So you're not going to have to worry about it. Any of your information, any of the stuff that you keep in here, your cards, your IDs and stuff like that, being skimmed by somebody trying to do that, this is going to block that signal, and that is really good because it's a nice peace of mind. Again, the nylon strap here goes all the way around, and then you have some built-in loop Velcro on either side here. Again, it's nice and boxed stitch, so everything is nice quality. So right in the front right here, you do have a magnet built in, and this is actually mag safe. So that means that you can actually attach the EXT 17 on the back of a MagSafe device. So if you have a phone, either an iPhone or another type of phone that has the ability to have MagSafe on it, you can actually attach this directly to the phone and kind of gives you like a hands-free way of carrying the EXT 17. Now, you do have other magnets built in, which are holding the actual, the two sides of the card holder here closed. But, you know, if you do pull on it, you will gain access to the inside. And just the way that they constructed this is super ingenious, because they actually took advantage of every square inch of the card holder here to give you the ability to be able to distribute anything that you're going to carry in here in a really organized form factor. So first things first, at the top right here, you have an elastic band. Now this is going to be where you're going to be able to have your bills or banknotes. You can actually store anywhere from 6 to 10 bills or banknotes on here via this elastic loop. So this is perfect for your bills. This is perfect for any receipts or anything like that that you want to put in there, any paper products that you want to put inside of the card holder. You can actually put them right there. Now underneath that, you can see this section here that is actually stitched off. This is actually a really clever thing that they did, is they actually added a zippered pocket right at the bottom here, where you can have, where you can actually store things like coins. You can, you know, they say up anywhere from 5 to 8 coins, but I can easily see storing coins, maybe an SD card, maybe a spare house key or something like that. You can fit it into this pocket right here. And the way you gain access to it is you do have a YKK zipper right here, which is also these zipper tracks are reversed, so that actually makes it waterproof, which is really nice, because that way if you know any moisture or anything were to try and get in there, it's not going to. So you can unzip that and then gain access to this little pocket right there. So this is one of those areas where it's kind of like the flap right here, where they've taken advantage of every available square inch on this to basically give you more features on the card holder here. And at the top section right here is where you're going to be actually putting in your cards and your IDs and things like that. This will actually store up to 5 cards, and then you have a couple different slots. You have the main slot in the back right here, which has this little loop, and what it does is once you put your cards in there, it pushes the loop down, and then if you have to gain access to the cards, you actually just pull up on this, the cards will come up, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit, and then you'll be able to gain access to them. Besides that, you do have a small little pocket right here in the front for another card or ID, and then another one right in front of that, which is you do have this little magnet section here, which is what's allowing to keep the wallet kind of in that closed form factor, because you do have another magnet sewn into the outside portion right here. Now, that is really cool because, again, they've taken advantage of every area to be able to give you that availability. Now, what's really cool about this section too is that you can actually remove it altogether because it's held in there with Velcro. So if you wanted to take this section out and either put it inside of a bag that maybe has Velcro in it, you can go ahead and do that. But because you do have built-in magnets in here, you can actually attach just this section directly onto like a MagSafe product or anything metallic. You can go ahead and attach that too and keep it there in place. Now you still have that loop right there, which is going to allow you to be able to attach this this section as well to something if you wanted to. You can go ahead and do that. But, you know, if not, you can just place it right back into the card holder here, and it's nice and secure thanks to that large area of loop Velcro right there. Now, these rings are actually really interesting as well because at first glance, they just look like small little rings, but they are actually little carabiners. So as you can see there, you have the ability to, as I mentioned, use this to attach it to something else or attach something else to it. Now you do have the one right here, which is the one that's going to allow you to pull the cards out, but also built directly into the card holder, you have a second one, which is also a little carabiner, and that's perfect to attach other things to it. So if you wanted to attach like a set of keys or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. Now as you close it back up, everything is nice and secure in there. You do have this strap right here, which allows you to open it up if you wanted to, but what's really cool is that if you do pull back on the Velcro portion right here, you can actually bring that strap around and basically kind of secure it even more, you know, so it is staying right in place for now. There's no way of that opening. So if you know that you're not going to have to go into your wallet for a while or into your card holder here for a while, you can go ahead and secure it that way and not have to worry about anybody gaining access to it, because you definitely just have to bring this part open and bring that back out, and now you can go ahead and get in there. So let me show you guys how to set up some of the items in here. So I have a couple of bills here. I have about 7 bills. Basically, all you do is just kind of fold them halfway, and as I mentioned, you can go ahead and feed them underneath the elastic strap here, and there they are. So that is nice and secure. I have more than enough room to put other things in there. So as I mentioned, if you wanted to maybe put some business cards in there, or if you want to put some receipts or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. Then you have access to your zipper right here. So I just have a regular quarter here. You can just drop that in there, and as you can see, it doesn't take up any room whatsoever. But again, you can hold more than just that, either more coins or other items that you might want to put in there. As far as the cards go, so I just have a couple of these test cards here, so I'll show you guys how that goes in there. So they fit in there very nicely. So there's 1, there's 2, and then again, if I wanted to go ahead and gain access to those, I can just use this loop right here, pull it up, the cards come up. Now I have access to both of them, and then once I'm done, and I'll show you guys how that looks. So if this is sticking out like that, just push them right back in, and then that'll go right back into place. And then you have a spot for another card right in front of there, and then another card right in front of that one. So again, you can set it up depending on how it is. You might have the cards that you use more often out in the front here, or maybe your ID or something like that. You can go ahead and have that readily accessible. And then once you're done, the magnets actually hold everything in place, and it is nice and secure. Really nice form factor here. So as I mentioned, this has the ability to attach directly to the back of a phone that has MagSafe. So I have my iPhone here, so there it is. The card holder is attached right there, so that is perfect. Now what this also does is it allows you to be able to stand it up like this. So if you wanted to use it as a phone stand to be able to view videos or something like that, you can go ahead and do that as well. Or if you wanted to actually use it to come up, you can bring this part down, and if you want to use it in the other orientation, you can just use it that way, and it'll hold your phone up that way as well. So again, if you're filming like a video or something like that, you wanted to use it as a pseudo tripod, you can go ahead and do that. So the EXT17 is going to allow you to be able to have that, and then once you're done, you can just kind of replace that, and you are good to go. And then just put it right back behind your phone, and there it is. So you have everything right at hand. And as I mentioned, you have the ability to hang other things from these loops. So if you wanted to hang your keys as well, you would have everything right at the palm of your hand. So that is really, really nice. So again, this one is the camouflage model in the Cordura fabric. I really do like this one because it sets it aside from, you know, basically the other colors, which are black. But if you want to be more minimalistic and just have your, you know, your black one, you can go ahead and pick it up in the Cordura fabric as well. Or if you really want to go for that wow factor and get yourself the X-Pack one in black, you can go ahead and do that as well. Again, Tactical Geek does really, really nice work with X-Pack. So as I mentioned, I'll go ahead and leave the link to their Kickstarter campaign down below. That way you guys can check it out a little bit more in depth if you're interested. What I'll also do is I'll leave a link to their website. So if you want to check out any of their other products or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. And they're actually gracious enough to provide me with a discount code to provide to you guys. So if you want to pick up anything off their site, you can use the code iSpy0099, and I'll go ahead and put that at the bottom here of the screen. That'll get you 10% off of their site, so you can go ahead and use that for anything off of their site. So there it is, just a look at the new EXT17 EDC card holder with the magnetic features on it from Tactical Geek. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.